Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So my name is Nimrod Aberi. I'm a law student at the University of Nairobi and a mental health advocate, having an organization as the CEO and founder called Comments Initiative. So I'm going to try to make it short and sweet. For such a tall and handsome bouncing baby boy, it's quite hard. Anyway, so my first question is, okay, first of all, let me comment on the assumption of male empowerment, because since during the ages, those periods when we had men occupying most of the spaces, then it was assumed then that the women are not empowered, which was true. But now, when we started empowering the girls, we assume that the empowerment is still there. Even for a boy who's born today, he is empowered because during those during that period, there was the general male empowerment. Now to my question, which I'm going to direct to the councillor. We in this transactional world, okay, in a capitalistic world, it has become very transactional to a point that it is only money that determines whether you are successful or not most of the time. That's why you find the only thing that a man does in a home is bringing finances, buying things, or catering for most of the finances. That's why you find when study shows, or if I'm wrong, you'll correct me, that women tend to move away from marriage. If a woman gets very comfortable financially and economically empowered, they tend to be independent. But when a man gets economically empowered and financially capable, they tend to look for a family. That's why they say, wacha nijijenge sahi, women will come. And that's where we get it wrong. Because even the woman that comes, then she now eyes for the money. Now, and other men actually are now shying away from marriage because they feel like they'll not get genuine women. So what is your view and take on that, and how do you see we can get to change that aspect and mentality that is really ailing the social space between men and women? Thank you.
All right, interesting, Ziwa, the aspect of transactional relationships.
Thank you. I think you're tall and handsome, but I differ. You're tall and dark and handsome.
TDH.
Yeah, I liked his construct of thought, but to be clear and categorical, it's good to note that money is not the problem. Money only amplifies character. The way you view the money, it is important how you're going to sustainably carry the attitude that you carry with that money. Because to men, many of the men, I would speak as an observer, it gives us dominance. And today's age, when a woman has the same volume of money, it gives her independence. So to the other, who you are talking about, they have the dominance to domineer and rule over their family and rule over their territory. And of time, if the man has a bad attitude with money, there are other things that come in with that dominance. And if a woman is in that equation, she can only pray, if I can only get my money. She is seeking independence from that kind of dominance. So I think there's a need for us to change our cultural construct about money, because money amplifies character. If you're a mean and selfish man, it doesn't matter how much volume of money you make, you'll be mean and selfish. If you're abundantly generous and caring and compassionate, money will amplify that about you. The same is true with the women. The same volume of money that you change will not cause you to seek to be independent of your spouse or the people you're working closely in concert with, whether it's family or organization. You seek actually to be complementary of that organizational structure. So I think one of the things we need to change deeply is the way we think about money. The values that drive us when we have money. If you have the wrong values, technically it will drive you the wrong direction. But if you have it correct, the way you view the money with the right values, it's a great resource to have. Money is good when you have the right values and have the right attitude.
All right. We have a hand here, and then we can have the lady there at the very end. Yes?
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Elijah, a parent, proponent of a boy child and a girl child. I'm from West Pokot County. There is a lot of or numerous organizations who are actually dedicating their time to ensure that girls and boy child are uplifting. But there is this narrative in my community that girl child is a source of wealth. So they have no right to go to school. Why do I mean this? Girl child, when they want to marry by someone, they will bring a lot of dowry, like 50 cows and maybe 30 goats. So how can the organization, the Dorcas Foundation, can re-engineer that narrative? Thank you.
All right, Your Excellency.
I agree, and my son knows very well. There are some communities where the girl child is really pressed down, and I think the culture and the social structures do not give the opportunity for the girl to grow and to mature to her dreams and to be free. And as he's asking, maybe I'll take your contact and we see how we can be able to work, because I told you I'll work from the male perspective, because I believe that when we speak to the men and tell them that women are assets, but they are not properties, okay? Because even if you were to get 100 cows, and that the woman, and it's your daughter, it's somebody's daughter, it's somebody's child, you can't just put them on the level of merchandise. And so we must change that, and I believe that it is many organizations are trying to work on it, but it's never enough until we have changed that, and it needs to be changed. I remember one of the girls that I've taken to a good school. I went somewhere when I was in office, and there's this girl who came, and she was dancing and she was singing. I didn't understand her language, but I could tell she was communicating something. She's called Selena. And I asked somebody, can you interpret what she's saying? She said, you know, the girl needs a pencil, she needs a book, and she needs to go to school, and she needs to do this. And I could tell she was communicating the message to me. So I said, okay, let's give, and she'll come back and help the society.
Abilities. And genuinely love people.
All right.
Believe me, you provoke people to do things that will never dream possible, because you value them, you believe in them, and you unconditionally love them.
All right, the call to action, finally, love everybody. Love, 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 love. Thank you so much for being part of this particular conversation. Thank you, Your Excellency, Pastor Dorcas Rigathi, for welcoming us again at the Dorcas Rigathi Foundation. We do appreciate you for that. And thank you, Richard Ziwa Zimbalist, our able councillor, for always being here for this particular conversation. Thank you so much for our audience as well for being here and for your contributions to this conversation. See you some other time. We wind